Hello. Oh. Hello. Sorry and welcome to the stream. It's me, Wordy Girl. I am here, and we're gonna play these songs because it's too quiet here. Thank you so much to Trillion for the lurk. God bless, much success, sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by. We are going to do some Play May sprints. Hold on one moment. I think that I'm supposed to... Some of you guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ad, so let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, I'm done, I think. So basically, I'm here, says Cheesecake. Hello, welcome to the stream. Some of you guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ad, so let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know that you are back. But if you are not in an ad, where's Wordy? I wonder. I don't know. Where's Wordy? Okay, so if you guys would like to join, we are in the Discord server sprinting. Let's get some sprinting clocks up here. Oopsies, too many clocks. Kofi Streambot is in the chat. Thank you, Cheesecake. He'll let you know that if you do donate while I'm live, fun things can happen. We're gonna do a 30-minute sprint, 5-minute break, okay? "30 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there." 2 sprinting clocks? Well, one is for sprints and one is for breaks. And you're probably in an ad now. Okay. Time to go. I'm gonna start sprinting around. Darth is here with the tea time. And I knew you were gonna do that because my tea kettle was almost empty. And I said, let's start upstream. And I said, Darth is probably going to redeem tea time, and then I'm gonna have to get up and go refill the tea. So I'm going to instead refill the tea first and be a little late to stream. And I was right to do that because clearly you redeemed tea time. Thank you so much for the tea time. Okie dokie, you guys should be back from the ads. If you're back, welcome back. Darth has started a heist. Exclamation point heist and a number between 1 and 25 to join. Cheesecake says, what is Wordy going to drink? We'll see. Darth has been letting me choose lately. But we have these tea time teas that are pretty good. Most of them, at least. I had earlier the raspberry cookie one. Everybody knows I love the strawberry one. The berry crumble one is good too. What's this, blueberry muffin? That's pretty good. I think yeah, you will let cheesecake pick? Okay, great. Which one do you want, cheesecake? Strawberry shortcake, banana bread, blueberry muffin, raspberry cookie, lemon macaroon, or berry crumble? Let me know in the chat. Hey, awesome teamwork, everyone. We successfully snuck in and snuck out before the opposing ops even knew what was up. Mission accomplished. Congratulations to Darth and Cheesecake for escaping with me. Cheesecake, who has chosen raspberry cookie tea. Thank you so much for the tea time. This is the one I had earlier, but I love this one as well. I really looked for this too. And you know, I was online and I was looking for the, I was saying, does Binner sell only the strawberry shortcake by itself? And, it brought up a Facebook post where somebody was asking the same thing. They were saying, I love this little tea set. They're so good, but the strawberry one is phenomenal. I would love to just buy that one by itself. And clearly they don't have it. It's just the sampler only, but other people share the sentiment. Cheesecake says, is there a tea flavor called cheesecake flavor? I want to drink tea that is cheesecake flavors. Well, I'm sure that exists somewhere. I do not have it. Personally, I am weird. I don't really care for cheesecake. People love cheesecake a lot. And whenever I say I don't care for cheesecake, people are very surprised by me. But I know you love cheesecake. So hopefully you can find some cheesecake tea. You can just search cheesecake flavored tea. I can search it myself as well and see what comes up. Xenon Steam is here. Hello, hello. What up? Welcome to the stream. How are you? I love cheesecake, says Darth, with thousands of cheesecake emoji. And cheesecake clearly is very disturbed that I don't like cheesecake myself because of all the sad faces. Xenon says you look tired. Yes. I'm almost always tired, so when I don't look tired, I guess I'm good at hiding that I'm tired. But I'm here now. Hopefully I will not look too tired. I mean, I guess I can't control how tired I look sometimes. But anyways, it's fine. Welcome in. How are you? There is tea going. And emojis on the screen. We know what that means. It's cheesecake. Okay. Oh yes. Guess what? Because you left and stuff, and I had wanted to tell you that people voted for the car RPG. 23:19 on the clock for all you sprinters out there, by the way. You know about a long time ago. It is Play May, but a long time ago, for one of the previous Adventure Aprils, you were saying we should have an RPG where it's about the players being cars and they have to control their cars, because I did do a Puzzles on the Road where you're in a car on a road trip and the car is a part of it, but you're not controlling the car as a character. This RPG, which I've been working on the idea of for a couple of years, since you guys suggested it, finally came to fruition, kind of. And I stayed up too late trying to make sure that I got it set. I was even late to work trying to finalize that article, and the article still isn't final. But guess what I found out today? Somehow it got shortlisted. And I'm just like, what do you mean? It's very weird, but I guess I have what you call imposter syndrome or whatever they say. But I honestly am just very confused. But we can look at the article today. I feel like it's very incomplete, and I really wanted to do more, but I even put on the article, and this isn't done. Sorry, after the judging period, I'll edit it. So today I was like, oh, okay, they've announced the shortlist. It's time for me to edit it. And then when I went, I saw I was on the shortlist, and I said, what? That's weird. Thank you for the applause. It's very strange still to me, but I'm going to show the article. Speaking of World Anvil, Cedra's here as well. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cedra Honnet, another lovely Anvilite. Welcome in. And King Swaggus is here as well. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. King Swaggus always showing support. So yeah, if I did not address you, I feel like I addressed everybody who commented in the chat so far. We are going to check out my Cars article. Yes, Cheesecake says, I helped you. Cars, let's go. Yes, indeed. Cars, let's go. Apparently people like Cars because the thing got shortlisted. So we're going to read about it. The thing is, I was going to ask, does anybody want to play the RPG on live? Because usually they do play May. But another thing I have to do is figure out when the judging period ends. Because if it ends like at the end of May, then we would have to either play it in June, because clearly they're not doing Play May this year. If they're not streaming it or anything, it has not been announced. I might just do it on my own. There was a year when I tried to do an unofficial Play May, and when I did that, I didn't really get the traction for people actually playing their games on stream. I got a lot of people submitting games, but nobody really wanted to run them, and nobody really wanted to play them on stream, which is fine. You don't have to, but World Anvil would do a Play May stream where it's all day RPG actual plays, people just running through them, and I would participate as well and run mine. But if that's not happening this year, it's fine. But if anybody wants to also still play the car RPG, I can check and see what day we can do that on. Let's see. Cedra says, I think it's posted on Shortlist when judging ends. Yes. So that's what I mean. Wait. So what I'm trying to say is, if the judging ends like at the end of May, I doubt they're going to do a Play May stream. That's what I'm saying. Xenon says, there was a cartoon in the 80s about a teen that got his DNA fused with a car, and he could transform back and forth with a car. Yes, I think I remember something weird like that. We used to, when we were little, have this weird toy that seemed like a knockoff Transformer. It was called Car Man or something, and it would fold into a man and to a car. But that's probably not the same thing. But I know there were a lot of car-centric things going on in that time. We have 18 minutes and 9 seconds left for those who are still sprinting. Cheesecake says, let's play June. Darth says, Turbo Teen is the name of it. Turbo Teen. Okay, I will have to look that up as well. Okay, so I'm going to go to Adventure April homepage, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about, okay? Alright, so Adventure April. Alright, so at Adventure April 2026, roll for initiative. Adventure April returns this month. We're challenging you to write an RPG adventure, any system, but you can still claim the badge with a short story, our Rebel option, if you prefer. Submit by May 2nd to claim your badge. So that was already May 2nd. I rushed to get that in. The short list for the Standard League is right here. We got Countdown to Apocalypse by Demon Gray, Nonagon Olympics by Scalenex, The Bittersweet Milk of Victory by Christos, The Fireline Fiasco by Devon, and Vile Villains of Vitroville by Jard, sorry. Or Jared, I don't know how these names are pronounced, but check out these envelopes, please do. Then the Premier League, which I am still surprised to be part of, because I am only part of it because I won the Institutions of Learning Challenge a couple of years ago, and I was very surprised when that happened. Yes. Thank you. Yes, villains got my attention. Yes, the Vile Villains of Vitroville. That is interesting, by Jared. So anyways, the Premier League is Blood in the Bamboo Forest by Chris L. I believe this is Katoipoi Chris. Then we have Fishing for Minnow by Paulina, who is Strixline. You guys probably know. The Day which would not end by Magica. The Wizard of Quacks by Tillers. Everybody knows the Duck Lord of ducks, bunnies, and gnomes. And then it says Cars by Lexicon, Wordy Girl. And I said, what? That's weird. I did not know that was going to be up there. And it's called Cars. Like, I didn't even know what to name this thing. It was kind of not even, that's, yeah, it's weird. I wanted it to be named something better. But there we go. This is it. This is an image I rendered in the wee hours of the morning. It is cars of all kinds just sitting in a weird place. I don't even know what place this is. So basically it says, and there's no, there's not even a little, usually in these things, I put a little header at the top that tells a brief summary of it, and I did not. But this says synopsis. A group of sentient cars awaken in the garage. Together they must achieve a collective goal. That's literally all it says. That's so vague. But okay, let's go. Set up. The following preparations can be made in a brief session 0 that lasts between 15 and 30 minutes if you would like to involve the players in decisions before tailoring the session. Although this is a one-shot game, your players may enjoy coming up with some concrete details for their vehicle characters beforehand to help them feel more connected and in control. Oh no, it's Colonel. If Colonel joins this, I'm not going to read any spoilers. But yes, evening, Wordy Girl in chat says Colonel. Evening to you, Colonel. Happy time zone. How are you? Some of you guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ads to let me know, exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. So basically, you can choose which type of car you are, which model car you are, which color car you are, which hidden traits you have, the stats, circumstances, and goals. Now, the hidden traits can be a secret. So that's another reason why, depending on if you want to play this or not, you can check it out, or you can decide not to if you want it to be a surprise. Colonel does not have ads because Colonel is subscribed. Thank you for the subscribe. Much love. Cedra says ads are weird, and Cedra doesn't have ads either because Cedra is subscribed. Much love. Cedra says I has duct tape for Colonel's ears. Goodness. Alright, well, starting gameplay. Once all those details are set, you're ready to play the game. So you roll initiative, there are circumstances that can happen, there are obstacles that are there are rooms that are there, and then dice rolls, and then it covers death as well. And here it says this TTRPG was supposed to be more detailed, but I ran out of time due to so much happening in my life. However, I still decided to submit the fragments I had to Adventure April 2026 Challenge. I am aware I cannot edit until after the judging period has concluded, but if anyone has questions about anything, don't hesitate to reach out. I hope to complete the article when I can. God bless, thanks for reading, and I hope you have fun if you play or run it. And for some reason, I still can't edit it right now, which is hilarious. I didn't even link the Ko-fi shop correctly. Did I even say these things correctly? Okay, I think that I said these things correctly. Well, that's that. And I got stickers and stuff on the articles. That was very interesting, and I'm on the shortlist. So it will be judged by official judges as well. I'm gonna go back to the Adventure April page so you guys can know who is judging. And that's also what I wanted to do. I was trying to see when the judging period will be over. The timeline. May 23rd is the winner's announcement. So I guess it's possible to still do something for Play May. If, like, the very next week on the 30th of May, they say, okay, we're doing Play May. That could happen, I guess. But I honestly doubt they would do that. But we'll see. So, the submission period has passed. This is the shortlist compilation period. The thing is, they said that they finished the compilation early today. It was supposed to end on the 15th of May in the Jungle of Nul, which is a reference that you probably won't get. But anyways, today the shortlists were announced early.
What took you so long?
It's Boss Fan King. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. How are you and how is your stream? And if you do have to raid and run, I understand. Been well and good. Long time no see. Hello, fellow wordies. Yes. Hello. How was your stream? What were you guys doing over there? I was playing Contexto the other day on the lobby here. And then we play Words on stream sometimes as well. But I know you know me from the Words Nerds Raid Train and all those puzzle games that I'm watching people does. Did a ton today, a lot of word games and puzzles. Nice. I hope that the stream went well. But yes, if you do need to raid and run, if you do need to take care, self-care, bio break, eat food, hydrate, all that stuff, or rest, I understand. Yeah, you got that. Guys, take cake. All right, take care. God bless. Much success. Sending prayers of love and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by, and I thank you so much for that raid. Much love to you, and I hope you were able to get rest and good food and all that jazz. But if you do want to stick around, feel free to stick around and lurk. Yeah. But yeah, we are just talking about some writing and stuff for now. I was just very, let's catch up on the chat for one. Cedra said, Colonel had said, I have fingers for ear holes instead of the duct tape. Cedra says, wash fingers first, perleases. I think you're trying to say please, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Anyways, guys. That's that. And these are the judges. Where are the judges? Did they not show the judges? Oh, okay. So I see why it's they must have announced it early because something changed. Because at first there were judges who were supposed to be judging this event, and I was going to show you who they are, but now it says these shortlists will be judged by Janet, which means that whoever was... Wait! No, Janet was the one who was judging this one. I know what I'm thinking about. This next one, hold on. Here it is. It's called Hitchhiker's Guide. Okay, here it is. These are the judges for the Hitchhiker's Guide one. Okay, nothing changed, nothing changed. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to spread misinformation. I just know that I saw judges here. And then my brain got mixed up. Alright, so anyways, yes, I forgot. Janet is judging the Adventure April. So for whatever reason, Janet got these shortlists back early and is now working on judging the Adventure April entries. And then this, meanwhile, is going on, which is called Hitchhiker's Guide to Your World. It is another challenge where you're supposed to make an in-world guide to help people, tourists and whoever you want, to know where to visit, where they should go, where they shouldn't go, what kind of food they have, and stuff like that in the world. And I think some of you guys may have seen, was it Friday? That I was reading an article by Mr. Teacher Writes. That was going to, it was an work in progress article that Mr. Teacher Writes was going to submit to this challenge. So yes, this is the one that is being judged. I see it is being judged by David Green of Magic Maps and Mischief and Mur Lafferty of the Shambling Guide to New York City. So yes, this is another challenge. Very interesting, these things. But regardless, there we go. Anyway, speaking of stuff, the sprint is in progress. 4:59 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. I really don't know if they're gonna do a Play May stream where people stream the TTRPGs, but if they do, it might, like Cheesecake said, it might be Play June or something, because this month is actually flying so fast. It's almost over already. I need to see, I want to see how many entries there were here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so there's 14 times 3, which is 30, 42. 42? No. Right, 12. Yes, 42, I think. That is an amazing number of entries. I was about to say for the Hitchhiker's Guide, but then I realized that I'm completing them again. We have 3, 7, 14, 21 stories, 21 short stories. We have 42 TTRPGs. This is very interesting. I'll need to check some of those out as well, because I have not been able to actually check out the entries. Thanks again to Cheesecake and Darth for the tea. Yummy. Alright. So, we only have 2 minutes and 53 seconds left on the clock for all you sprinters out there. I'm just gonna quickly scramble down a lot of words that are just brainstorming. for this last 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Clickety clackety.
Thank you so much to Darth for the clicky. And it is time up. How did you guys do that sprint? Let me know in the chat. I did only 192 words that time. Goodness. Time for a rest. 5-minute rest. But at least I got some of the ideas that were in my head onto the page before I forgot them. Because some of these ideas I was like, you know what? I want to actually remember the stuff that I had in my mind. Exhausted Nerd Mom wants to turn the keyboard pink into purple into blue. I actually already have a similar color scheme to that, so if you would like it, I can try it, but if you say, that's still not good, I'll change it. But anyways, welcome in. How are you? I don't know why my menu thing is looking very weird. Hold on. It's also taking seven years to load. Okay. Cancel. You said pink into purple into blue, right? So I have this sometimes that I do for like the Mad Hatter's Garden and stuff. Do you like that? If you don't, let me know and I will change it to something else. Exhausted. I like it. Ah, thank you. Alrighty. Awesome. Thank you for changing the keyboard scheme. How are you, by the way? Exhausted Nerd Mom says, happy belated Mother's Day to all the mamas, by the way. I pray you had a blessed Mother's Day as well. We have about 3 minutes on the resting clock. All right, let's see. All right, we're gonna start another sprint in a bit. I'm gonna join with the same words. Let me sit better. What is sprinting time? Well, so basically we are currently sprinting productivity sprints. If you would like to do so, you can too. You can do anything during the sprints. We are riding and such like that, but you could be doing art, you could be running errands, you could be doing chores, you could be feeding pets, anything you would like to do. And at the end of that sprint, however much you manage to get done, just let us know in the chat, because we're all kind of collectively co-working together. Sprint downstairs for juice, says Cedra. Yes. I just did 2 hours of paperwork. Yay! Congratulations! Also, I saw Christ Rider in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Christ Rider, who says, "Hey, Wordy. How are you, Christ Rider?" Yes, congratulations on that paperwork. Hopefully you can rest. Maybe you can let this be a resting sprint. If you have you want to rest your eyes, or you want to stretch, or you want to eat a snack, or you need to do some self-care bio break, all that kind of stuff, you can do that during the sprint. Immediately after picking up my little from school, which was immediately after work. Yes, a lot. So please do use your sprint time to rest if you need to, if you can. Some of you guys are about to be in an ad, though. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ad to let me know, exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. There are only 27 seconds left on the resting clock. And when you guys are back from the ads, the sprint clock should already be started. I hope Christ Rider is still around. I didn't notice the message at first. All right, sorry, I cut out the harp because I accidentally pressed the button. But here we go, 29 minutes and 47 seconds. I'm gonna make gravy. Nice. Much success with the gravy during this sprint. What are you going? Is it for dinner? What are you gonna have with the gravy? Let us know. Thank you again for the tea time. Let's see. Thank you for the round of applause. We've got 27 minutes and 19 seconds left on the clock for all you sprinters out there. If you're back from the ads, welcome back. I don't know if Christ Rider's still here. Cheesecake says, Kofi in the chat, so the Kofi stream bot can be in the chat to let you know that if you do donate while I'm live, fun things can happen. Cheesecake also advertising the Discord. If you would like to join our Discord server, please do. We have fun things. We have questions of the day. We have all kinds of things. You know, there's a new thing you can do also, Cheesecake. Exclamation point SIAH if you would like to see what will happen. No, SIAH. Not HIAH. You have it all correct, except the first letter is an S. S. Yes, SIAH. Now you have it all correct, except the second to last letter. Okay. S. Okay, ready? Type your exclamation point. Yeah, bro. I think it's probably just auto-correcting you. Exclamation point. Then S. I. A. H. There we go. Yay! If you would like to vote for Osaya, who is part of an art contest, please do click this link. You will see that Saya is currently in 11th place, but you have the ability to vote for free once a day. I did it! Yes, I'm a writer. Yes, you are. If you would like to donate, you can. It will give a boost. But if you don't want to donate, you do not have to. All you have to do is click this little thing, vote for free. And you can do so once every 24 hours. So, if you would like to vote for Saya, please do. It would be very appreciated. And a fellow artist. 23:06 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. You voted? Thank you. Much love. Yes. You may know Josai Source, who hangs out sometimes, not Wild Zoo Guy. But this is Josai Source, yes. Cheesecake says he's my brother in brain cells. Interesting. We share the same single brain cell. Interesting, yes. I know you would always say Joe's. Hey, Joe's. Joe's is not in the chat right now, I don't think, but votes for Joe's would be appreciated. Galaxy is here lurking. Thank you for the lurk. God bless. Much success. Sending prayers of love and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by. Until we meet again, Galaxy, says Cheesecake. Cheesecake says, pray for Osaya vote. Okay. Well, we have 18 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've done, everything you're doing, everything you will do. We thank you for everyone in the chat. We thank you for Osaya. We know that Osaya has entered this artist contest, and we ask that you bless Osaya and bless the art and bless all the other artists who have also participated in the contest. And we ask that you bless all the people who see this link and try to vote for Osaya. And we thank you for all the votes that Osaya may collect. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Alrighty. Thank you so much for the prayer request for Osaya. That was sweet. Much love. ADD. Hello, hello, hello. How are you, first time chatter? How are you? Welcome in. We are just chilling out, and we are doing a bit of sprinting. We are doing a bit of chatting. We're doing a lot. How are you? And what are you up to? Thank you for the applause. I appreciate it. ADD says, I'm okay. I'm about to draw morning ears and eat coffee. Nice. Well, I have my tea, and I hope that you are able to get some delicious coffee. What are you about to draw? It sounds like you're also an artist. Much success with your art, and feel free to share what kind of art you do. Can't really say and not allowed to say. Big on horror and gore. I mean, you can say that you are trying to do a horror and gore piece. That's interesting. You don't have to necessarily tell all the gory details, but that's enough description. But yes, much success with your gory painting. That sounds intriguing. What did you say? Painting or drawing? Drawing. Drawing. Yes. I find the horror to be almost punching bag-esque. Yes, understandable. Some people like to take out their emotions in the art that they make, and it helps them. So yeah, much success with your art. Do you sell it? It helps vent. Understandable. Yes, some people like to vent through art. In for a pound and out with an arm, says Cheesecake. Goodness. Nah, never for money. Okay, understandable. Do you have any links to share? If not, it's okay. If you just do the art for yourself, that's good too. Feel free to just do your art how you do. Only ever draw to draw. Nice. That's good. That's good. That's good. Let's see. Cedra has shared this image in the chat that says, it is by caffeine alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed. The hands acquire shakes. The shakes become a warning. It is by caffeine alone I set my mind in motion. That is an interesting little quote. Thank you for sharing that, Cedra. Not yet, says Cheesecake. I think that Cheesecake might want ADD to sell art in the future. ADD says coffee is basically goth water. LOL. Yes. So you guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ad, so let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. Cheesecake says, again? Yes, ads again. Darth says, wonders if I should share my latest song or not. Okay. That is some tea. Cheesecake says, do it! Use the dark side of the Force! I am sick of ads, so I got Twig Turbo, says Darth. Makes sense for now. Do it, eh? Says Darth. Berry, berry tea. Alright, while the ads are going, I will wait a bit, but after the ads, I guess we'll have to listen to another song that Darth has shared. We have 11 minutes and 1 second on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Alrighty, Cheesecake is back. We got 9 minutes and 19 seconds left on the clock, and we are going to listen to Darth's song. Okay, this is called Should I Call Her Maybe? I almost think I know what this is trying to be. I'm drinking too water, says a Cheesecake. Should I Call Her Maybe flips the perspective of a classic pop crush anthem into the mind of a shy, awkward nerd who suddenly finds himself noticed by the girl he has quietly admired at the gym and around the neighborhood. Instead of confidence and smooth pickup lines, the song leans into late-night overthinking, nervous pacing, glowing computer monitors, and the terrifying excitement of holding someone's number for the first time. Built around warm synth-pop energy and relatable anxiety, the track follows a socially awkward guy trying to convince himself to make the call. From replaying conversations in his head to staring at his phone screen for hours, every lyric captures the feeling of wanting connection while battling self-doubt. What begins as panic slowly turns into courage as he realizes something important. She believed in him first. With emotional hooks, nostalgic pop energy, and a cinematic suburban nighttime atmosphere, Should I Call Her Maybe turns vulnerability into the heart of the story. Cheesecake says 10 out of 10. We'll see about that. Let's hear the song.
Late night, glow from my money, all the lights. Saw her again at the gym tonight. Now her number's burning up my phone, and I can't stop walking circles alone. Every Tuesday, see her working out. Meanwhile, I'm quiet, never standing out. Headphones on while I stare at the screen, trying to act cool, but I know she sees me. Caught me nervously fixing my hair, almost dropped my bottle standing there. Then she smiled and said, see you around. Now my whole world keeps spinning out. She gave me her number by the driveway light, said text me sometime with a smile that night. Now my hands shake every time I try, thinking way too hard before replying. Should I call her maybe? Man, this feels so crazy. She gave me her number, now my whole brain's unstable. Trying not to sound dumb, staring at my phone screen. What if she don't answer? Still I wanna call her maybe. Walk past her house while I check the mail. Heart beat fast and my face turned pale. Spent 2 hours typing one short line, deleted every version 20 times. My friends say, bro, just make the call. Easy for them, they don't fear the fall. I hear her laugh from across the street. Now I lose focus on everything. Phone in my hand and I pace all night, practicing hello till it sounds alright. Every little second feels so long. Still I know I wanna hear her voice. Should I call her maybe? Man, this feels so crazy. She gave me her number, now my whole brain's unstable. Trying not to sound dumb, staring at my phone screen. What if she don't answer? Still I wanna call her maybe. If she believed in me enough to try, maybe tonight I should stop asking why. Okay, I'm still nervous. Okay, I'm still overthinking. But she believed in me first, so I'm calling her. Yeah, I called her maybe, and it felt less crazy. She laughed when I stumbled, said my awkwardness was charming. Now we talk to sunrise, no more staring at phone screens. Funny how one small call changed everything around me, maybe. Maybe.
Alright, thanks so much to Darth Torlin for sharing that song. We've got 3:38 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Alright. And back to the music. Peace Styles, yo! Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you? 3:14 on that sprinting clock. Did you get a chance to watch the sermon? I'm doing well. How are you? How was your day? Oh, wait. You sent me a link in the chat? I don't remember what day that was. Do you have it again? Because if you do, I will copy the link right now and then put it on my notepad to watch later. Because I don't remember the link. I have to go. See you later, Lurk. Thank you so much for the lurk. Cheesecake, God bless. Much success. Sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by. Yes, you have to exclamation point lurk, but I know that you're lurking. I appreciate it. Much love. Thank you so much again for sharing. I will try to make sure to check this out when I end the stream. I appreciate it. Thanks. Give me any feedback. Don't need to hold back. No worries. How are you though, by the way?
What took you so long?
Ah, it's Papsio! Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you? How are you and how was your stream? Josh Coolman05 is here. Says, hey, my friend, it's Josh. And time's up for that one. How did you guys do that sprint? Let me know in the chat. Or 60 for me. Which was a total of 268 new words. Sorry, I was dancing. That's what took so long. You're talking about because someone said what took you so long. Yeah, he's just rude. Welcome in and thank you so much for the raid. What were you dancing to over there? If you do have to raid and run, I understand. God bless, much success. Sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by. I'm watching people is here as well. Welcome in. Josh says I'm doing pretty good. Bye, Pepsio. Colonel says safe to come in. Yes, we stopped talking about cars, but I didn't even read any spoilers. If you were trying to leave that for that long, I've been stopped talking about it. But thank you for your consideration. Colonel must be very excited to participate in this, and I don't even know when we're going to do it because I don't think World Anvil announced an official Adventure April Play May event. But I bet Colonel's going to still want to do it. Papsio says lots of songs in my DDR list, which I believe stands for Dance Dance Revolution. Nice. Well, I hope that the dancing went well and that you guys were hype and vibing. We got 3 minutes and 27 seconds left on the resting clock. Be sure to roll your shoulders, roll your neck, roll your wrists, flex your fingers, rest your eyes, and take care. It was fun, thanks, but I do have to get dinner for my fam, so I must lurk for a bit. Understandable. God bless. Much success. Sending prayers of love and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by. And I hope you have some yummy, yummy dinner for the fam. I am going to join with the same words. Alright, so basically what we were doing was just chatting. We also have, oh yes, if you all want to help out, some of you all know Josiasaurus. If you would like to vote for Osiah, who is part of this artist contest, please do click the link. You can vote for free. There are also options to donate if you like. That will give boost to more votes. But you can also just vote for free once per day. There are only 3 days left, I believe, in this competition. And if you vote every day for free, that's 3 additional votes per how many people do it. So if you would like to vote for Osiah, please do. It would be very appreciated. Christ, Ryder is back. I tried to say something to you earlier. I said sorry for missing your chat. How are you? Christ Ryder says, how do I do a travel guide to a non-tourist destination? That's a good question. Alright, so what destination are you trying to do a travel guide to? Exhausted Mom says, got dishes done instead and started burgers. Then if I have the energy, I'll make a gravy and toast to go with the burger patties. Well, guess what? Congratulations on that dishes run during that last sprint. That was awesome. And you started burgers, so congrats on the progress. We're resting now, but we have about just 40 seconds left in that resting sprint. But if you need to rest longer than that, please do. Next, we're going to do another sprint for 30. Some of you guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ads to let me know, exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. But in the meantime, yes, Christ Rider says, my Christmas realm in the North Pole. So this is the thing. I'm saying which section of your book are you trying to write a guide on? Are you trying to write a guide on the whole world? Or are you just trying to write a guide on a certain particular part of the world? Alright, the resting is up. Now it's time for the sprinting. 30 more minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. And I'm glad you're doing well, Christ Rider. Some of you guys are about to be in an ad, though. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ads to let me know, exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. You can also exclamation point heist to start a heist during the ads if you're bored. But yes, after the ads, Christ Rider, I will let you know about this. This is an intriguing question that you have. Places a criminal would go to sell stolen goods. Biology of exotic place. Locations of sunken ships, says Cedra. So see, that's the thing. I said anything can be a tourist attraction. But I think I know what Christ Rider means. It's supposed to be a secret place. It's not supposed to be well known, and people aren't being advertised to the public that, hey, everybody, come check this out, because it's kind of a secret place. But I do have an idea for that as well. But I need you to tell me what part of the world. Just the world in which Santa lives, which becomes a place for university. So is this a college campus guide? That's kind of where I'm going. But you guys are in an ad, I think. So I'm going to wait for a bit. Darth has successfully escaped. Unfortunately, I did not. But congratulations, Darth. It's up to you to tell Commander what happened, though. You guys should be back from the ads now. If you're back from the ads, welcome back. Cedra says, University Guide to the fire extinguisher locations and fire evacuation gathering spots. Exactly. So, like you said, Christ Rider, university students for those who study about magic. So basically, you don't have to make a tourist guide that's like, hey everybody, come pay your money and come onto the beach, and this is Disney World, check out Mickey Mouse. Like, no, I can tell that your world isn't like that because it's such a secretive world that they don't want to advertise to the general public. But there are probably magical people who like to go to places as to tour places. But if you're going for a university angle, which makes a lot of sense, I am kind of doing a similar thing. My article is going to be focusing on teaching these young junior sprouts, as my shirt says, what to do and not to do around campus. You can make it a university guide to tell you like which classes are on which floor, where the bathrooms are in case they need them, where the cafeteria is, what kind of food they serve there. This campus, do they have on-campus housing, or do they have to stay in a hotel that is not too far from the campus? Do they have dorms? Is the dorm building same or separate from the school building? When was the building created? What is the history of this school? There's lots of angles you can take, and you do not have to just say it's a tourism angle. Darth says, Commander, Wordy Girl's keyboard is too loud. Well, they were hacking. It's not my fault she got caught. I like that. That is awesome. Okay, let's give you a round of applause for that one. That was a good excuse. My keyboard was way too loud when I was hacking, and they all heard me, and they all came and got me. And it was not your fault. You just got out of there. You're stealthy. Teacher says, secret magical world like the university and the library in the magician's show. That sounds interesting. I don't know what the magician's show is, but let me know. Christ Rider says, this realm has hotels because of students, but is not touristy in the traditional sense. Cedar, yeah, very similar, but combined with Santa's realm. That's what I mean. Does Santa ever visit the school? Look, a lot of times people, like you said, the world has hotels, but not for tourists in the touristy sense. But who does stay at those hotels? Do they not have advertisements? Like, a lot of people think, oh, it's a travel guide, it must be advertising to the general public, but it can also be advertising to internal people. Who goes to these schools? You can have something that's advertising to them. Is there a brochure that says this school is the most prestigious magical school in existence? Santa Claus himself has bestowed upon this school a magical right to do this and that. Like, that kind of thing is, a lot of people focus on it's not touristy because regular people don't know this place exists. And they don't want regular people to go here. But do they not advertise to the not magical people? I mean, the not regular people? Do they not advertise to the magical people? Just like this. I have a similar world. I have the world of Will-O-Wisp, which is about spies, lies, and a man with malachite eyes, as I like to say. But they have a lot of secret places, secret islands, and stuff like that. And yeah, they don't necessarily advertise to the public, hey everybody, come to this secret island. But they advertise to their agents. They say, okay, we're going to actually host a meeting on this private island. There's a cool hotel, there's a golf course where all these commanders and generals and stuff meet. and there's a banquet hall there, and they get together and they do their important spy meetings, and then they have like games and pool table and stuff. They have a place where they can sit around with drinks and watch television or whatever they want to do. These are not regular people doing these things. These are spy people. These are elite higher-ups that are higher than even someone and higher than the spies. They are the top leaders in this organization, and I still made like advertising to them, because yes, the company owns these islands, but what kind of accommodations do they have? Commander loves to go golfing. He's always talking about, whenever I need some words, I can just get Commander to talk about anything, because he goes on too many tangents, and he loves golf. So he's always just yapping about golf. And he was like, well, one time I went to this convention and they had such a great golf course and all this stuff. And it's like, well, that wasn't advertising to the public, because the public doesn't know about this golf course. The public doesn't know about this resort. This resort is strictly for these higher up people in the organization, and it still does have advertising in a way, because it has brochures that lets you know what you can do when you're here. It has when people are booking corporate meetings, they say, okay, which of the Willow Wisp Islands are we going to go to? What's on the itinerary? They go on the line, they book the thing. It's like, oh, well, I can't go here now because the generals are meeting over this one. So we're going to go over to this one where the military branch is meeting, or something like that. Cedar says, I think of Christmas Land from NOS4A2. I don't know what that means. NO. Oh, I failed at Leet Speak. This is what I get for failing at Leet Speak. It was Nosferatu, and I was not even. And now that you say it, I look at it and I see that that's exactly what it says. But I, of all people, failed at Leet Speak, so that was an epic fail. But yeah, anyways, that's why I say reframe your mind. A lot of people are like, well, it doesn't advertise. Yes, it does. It doesn't advertise to those people you're thinking about. It still advertises to the people who actually go there. If it's a magical school, it doesn't necessarily say, hey, all you normies out there, regular humans, come to our magical school. But it does tell the magical people to come to the magical school, right? Do they have floor plans to show where each class is on each floor? Like Cedar said earlier, something about escape routes and fire extinguishers and stuff. Schools usually have that kind of thing. Do they tell about the classes? What would be on that university's website? Would they say, we teach the finest in arcane arts? Like, what are they doing? What do they serve for lunch? The cafeteria. Do you have to bring your own lunch? Do college kids say, ugh, I hate the school lunch. I always bring my own, or I drive off campus and go to Chipotle. Like, how is that? Let us know. How is the food at the cafeteria? Who serves the food at the cafeteria? Where does the food come from? I know another person who writes magical worlds and a magical school, and they were saying that some of the magical stuff, they're like, ugh, it's gross, but we have to eat it because it's like magical powers and stuff. And then there's this unicorn thing that tastes really good, and they can eat that too. So it's like, well, what are these people eating at this school? King says, what it sounds like to me is that you want to describe something in an appealing way. So just be descriptive, like you're writing a positive review. Exactly. But yeah, see, I don't think that's the problem. The problem, I think, is that Christ Rider is Okay, so there's a challenge. I don't know if you're familiar. There's World Anvil, which a lot of people might know that I talk about a lot. World Anvil is having a challenge. I showed it earlier today. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy thing I showed. Basically, it's saying that you can write a guide to your own world. It doesn't have to be your whole world. Like, if you wrote a guide to Earth, it will be either too lengthy and extensive, or it will be so basic that it doesn't even scratch the surface of Earth. But like, it's like, oh, this is for aliens. When they're visiting the planet Earth, we'll just highlight a couple of the things like, oh, just visit the Sydney Opera House. Like, that's not the only thing on Earth, but you can choose the places you want to highlight, basically. So the thing that Christ Rider is having a problem with is that Christ Rider doesn't feel like the world, this magical Santa world, would have advertisements like, come visit here, or a guide like, this is where this is, this is where this is, because it's secret and it's magic and nobody's supposed to know about it. But I'm like, you have to shift your thinking to not telling the public about it, because of course, why are you telling the public about something secret, some kind of secret spy thing or some kind of secret magic thing? But instead, just shift your perspective on who you are telling. You're telling the other magic people who already know about it, right? That's all I was saying. That's my advice. My advice is, instead of looking at it like, it's not a tourist attraction, it is. It's just not a tourist attraction for normies. It's a tourist attraction for more magical people who actually live there and who know about magic. So that's all I was saying. But yes, King gives a good point, like writing a good review and stuff like that. That's a good way to look at it as well. But I just think Christ Rider would be like, well, nobody would review this place because the public doesn't know about it. But it's like, well, did the magic people review the place? Because they can. Especially with colleges, there's so much to cover. But like I said, I'm doing something very similar. I am focusing on a school district, which is for the junior sprouts, who are kids, like teens, who are enrolled into the agency at an early age. And basically a character is telling everybody, oh, when you come to this university place to learn about spy stuff, here's some shops you can go to, here's some cool places you can hang out, here's a good library where you can do your homework. Like, it's very informal, the way I'm doing it. The one and only Creepy Pro is here with the lurk. Thank you so much. God bless. Much success. Sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by. 14:14 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. And I think I need to redo this commands. I'm gonna redo this commands because it's gonna get stuck at a certain point and be annoying. $9:50 on the clock before all you sprinters out there. I'm just trying to see how long it's gonna take for it to glitch out. I think this is the place where it glitches out. Yep. Yep. And then I just have to refresh it because it gets stuck. I was looking for a pop-up list. Yeah, I need to make that as well. I feel like I did have that where Handsome would put it in the chat, but I don't remember why I changed that. I just need to fix things and change them back. What command are you looking for specifically? Because I can help you figure something out. Some commands are hidden, where only certain people know they exist because they figured it out, or either they were there when I created it. But let me know what command you're looking for, and I will let you know if it exists. Nothing particular, of course, understandable.
Please remember to keep yourself hydrated. Having an agent pass out from dehydration is so uncouth.
Thank you, King, for the hydrate. Unfortunately, my water bottle is all empty. Well, there's just one drop in there. I remembered to refill my tea, and I didn't even refill my water bottle. That's horrible. Okay, there's nothing in there. Is there more tea left? Only a bit. Well, I'm gonna have to refill this stuff after the stream. Teacher says my juice is gone. What happened? Did you drink it all up? I might raid after this sprint because I do need to get myself something to eat. I started the stream immediately after my training, and yeah. I'm gonna try to do better with it because usually I would be like, okay, then I'm on here streaming until midnight, and then I have to get off and then still be working on stuff, and then it's like 5 in the morning, and then it's like, oh, get an hour of sleep before training. And yeah, no, that's kind of not good. So I think that maybe we'll go ahead until the hour and then raid out. This was quite productive. We chatted a bit and had fun. We did some sprints. And I do have some other things I need to do, so. If I can finish this article. Well, I'm not even doing the article, finishing the article. I am brainstorming the article, and then I will have to neaten it up. And I hope I don't run out of time like I did with that car article. Okay. 4 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. I forgot what this thing was I called. Something in my world. One minute and 3 seconds left on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Okay. Time's up. How did you guys do that sprint? Okay, how's this? 9:52. 492 new words. Nice. Alrighty. So, thank you all. John Deeds is here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How are you? Oh, you're leaving now? Yep. Because I was about to leave, yes. This is a shorter stream. I do have some other things to do, and I'm also trying to take better care. I need to refill my water bottle. I actually also have to eat something, and I'm probably going to need to get some rest as well. So, once again, I do say thank you guys for being awesome. I appreciate you stopping by. Everybody who peeked in, everybody who lurked, everybody who raided, everybody who even didn't say anything. I appreciate you all. We're gonna see who can raid. I don't know. Who has a suggestion for a raid? We can raid ukulele. Yep. Oh! How much you people just said ukulele? I saw ukulele earlier, and I was like, if ukulele is still streaming, we'll probably raid ukulele. I just didn't know. I thought maybe ukulele ended the stream, but yes, ukulele is still going and doing some roasty toasty. So, God bless, much success, sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by. Please do copy the raid chant in the chat to let ukulele for worship know that where to go sends love. Oh, where am I going? I was trying to show the other stream, but not yet. God bless, much love to everybody. Sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I appreciate you all stopping by. And hope to see you guys soon. Bye.